Have you ever pondered the nature of reality? Could it be a symphony of subatomic vibrations? Welcome to the intriguing realm of quantum harmonics, a concept that plays with the idea of particles at the quantum level resonating with specific frequencies. Imagine, if you will, a symphony of vibrations, each note representing a quantum particle, each frequency giving shape to the world around us. These aren't just random notes playing in the background of reality. No, they might be the very building blocks of our existence, contributing to the formation and behavior of matter. Each particle, each subatomic element, resonating with a unique frequency, creating a symphony that composes the fabric of the universe. This fascinating concept invites us to envision our reality in a whole new light. A world where physics meets music, where science dances with art. So, we begin to see our reality as a symphony, each note a subatomic particle, playing its part in the grand composition of the universe. But who or what is the conductor of this quantum symphony? Amidst the cacophony of the cosmos, there exists an unseen maestro, a force we might call the quantum composer. This entity, or perhaps phenomenon, seems to orchestrate the symphony of subatomic vibrations that shapes our reality. But what could this force be? Some propose it's a fundamental aspect of the universe, an intrinsic property of the quantum world. Others suggest it might be a yet undiscovered force or even a new dimension of reality. Regardless of its nature, the implications of a quantum composer are profound. It suggests an interconnectedness, a harmony at the very heart of reality. The universe, then, is not merely a collection of independent particles, but a grand and intricate symphony, with each note, each particle, playing its part in the composition of reality. This unseen composer, this fundamental force, could be the maestro behind the symphony of reality. Imagine if each subatomic particle were a unique musical note. This idea may seem abstract, even whimsical, but delve deeper into the realm of quantum mechanics, and it begins to take a fascinating form. In this quantum symphony, the smallest elements of our universe, subatomic particles, can be likened to musical notes. Each one, whether it be an electron, a quark, or the elusive neutrino, carries its own unique vibrational frequency, much like how every musical note has its distinct pitch. Consider the harmonies and dissonances that arise in music. A harmony, a pleasant combination of notes, might be akin to stable atomic structures. The atoms we know and understand, hydrogen, carbon, oxygen, all have their subatomic particles in harmony, resulting in the stable matter that forms the world around us. On the other hand, dissonance in music, where certain note combinations create a sense of tension or instability, could be likened to less stable elements. Radioactive particles, for example, could be seen as dissonant notes in the quantum symphony. Their instability, their readiness to decay and change, represents a sort of quantum dissonance. But how do these subatomic notes interact to create the melodies of the cosmos? Much like in a musical composition, it's all about interaction and relation. Particles, like musical notes, don't exist in isolation. They interact, they influence each other. And from these interactions, patterns, melodies, if you will, emerge. These quantum melodies are dynamic, constantly changing and evolving. They're influenced by a multitude of factors, from the forces acting upon the particles to the energy levels they occupy. Just as a melody can change with the introduction of new notes or rhythms, so too can the quantum symphony evolve with changes in subatomic interactions. This is a symphony written on a scale so small that it's beyond human perception, yet its performance orchestrates the reality we experience every day. The ebb and flow of its quantum melodies guide the formation of galaxies, the birth and death of stars, and even the very nature of life itself. In this symphony, the melodies of reality are formed from the interactions of these subatomic notes. In the quantum world, two particles can be entangled, mirroring each other across vast distances. This is the mysterious phenomenon of quantum entanglement, where the states of two particles become linked, no matter how far apart they are. Now, let's take a step beyond the conventional understanding and imagine for a moment that this entanglement is akin to a musical synchronicity. Picture two grand pianos on opposite ends of a concert hall. Strike a key on one, and the corresponding key on the other piano resonates in harmony, creating a melodious echo that fills the space. This is a rough yet illustrative analogy of how entangled particles behave on the quantum level. But how does this relate to our concept of a quantum symphony? Well, in a symphony, different instruments play in harmony, each contributing to the overall composition. Similarly, entangled particles, though separated by vast distances, resonate in harmony. They are like individual notes that, together, contribute to the symphony of the universe. This musical interpretation of quantum mechanics suggests an interconnectedness that goes beyond what we can perceive with our senses. It's as if every particle in the universe is part of a grand orchestra, playing a cosmic composition that we are just beginning to understand. In this orchestra, there's no conductor in the traditional sense. Instead, the laws of quantum mechanics serve as the maestro, guiding each particle to play its part in perfect harmony. Even when a particle is isolated, it continues to resonate, maintaining its connection to the cosmic symphony. The implications of this perspective are profound. It suggests that the universe is not a collection of separate entities, but a unified whole, a complex web of relationships and interactions. It challenges our perception of individuality and separateness, inviting us to consider a more holistic view of reality. Quantum entanglement, then, might be seen as a cosmic duet played out across the universe. It's a fascinating concept that adds a layer of intrigue to our understanding of the quantum world, and another note in our unfolding symphony of understanding. Yet this quantum symphony remains unheard, a profound statement that underlines the limitations of our human perception. We live in a world of senses, designed to perceive certain frequencies of light, sound, and touch. But what if the most fundamental aspects of our universe operate on a frequency that our senses simply aren't equipped to detect? It's a tantalizing thought, isn't it? That beneath the surface of everything we perceive, a symphony of subatomic vibrations is playing out, unseen and unheard. Like a melody that's just out of earshot, the music of the cosmos may be conducted in a frequency range that's beyond our auditory capabilities. Our senses, as remarkable as they are, have evolved to help us navigate our immediate environment. They allow us to perceive the world on a macroscopic level, helping us interact with objects, understand the passage of time, and communicate with each other. But when it comes to the quantum world, our senses fall short. Subatomic particles, the very building blocks of the universe, are simply too small for us to see or hear. Their vibrations, the notes they play in the cosmic symphony, are so subtle and so intricate that they evade our perception. And yet they are the very fabric of reality, the melody that underpins everything we know and everything we are. So while we may not hear the quantum symphony, we are undoubtedly a part of it. Every atom in our bodies is a player in this orchestra, resonating at its unique frequency, contributing to the grand composition of the cosmos. The music is in us, and we are in the music. This concept offers a new perspective on our place in the universe. We are not separate from the cosmos, we are a part of it. We are not merely observers of the universe, we are participants in its grand symphony. We may not hear it, but we are part of this cosmic symphony. We are the music, the players, and the audience all at once. And that, dear listeners, is a melody worth contemplating. What if we could compose music at the quantum level? Picture this: the smallest particles, subatomic elements, serving as the building blocks for a cosmic symphony. It's a thought that's as fascinating as it is speculative. Diving into this concept, we can imagine each particle resonating with a unique frequency, akin to a specific musical note. The harmonious interactions between these particles could create melodies, rhythms, and harmonies beyond anything we've ever heard. On the scientific front, such an endeavor could open up new ways of understanding and manipulating quantum phenomena. It might even provide a fresh perspective on the fundamental nature of reality itself. From an artistic viewpoint, it presents the thrilling possibility of creating music from the very fabric of the universe. Imagine the soundscapes that could emerge from these quantum compositions. They would be as complex and intricate as the universe itself. Quantum compositions could be a new frontier for both science and art. However, not all are in tune with the idea of a quantum symphony. Just as in any symphony, there is dissonance. The notion of a quantum symphony is met with a fair share of counter-arguments and skepticism. Critics argue that this intriguing concept is more of a poetic metaphor than a scientific theory. They point out that the mathematical models of quantum mechanics, while they do involve frequencies, don't necessarily translate into the harmonies and melodies we associate with music. It's a leap, they say, to go from describing particles as having wave-like properties to saying they're producing a cosmic composition. Additionally, the idea of a quantum composer, an unseen force orchestrating this symphony, is seen by some as a speculative step too far. So, while the concept of a quantum symphony offers a captivating way to visualize and understand the quantum world, it's not without its challenges. While the quantum symphony is a fascinating idea, it still faces a chorus of skepticism and debate.